Greetings, brothers and sisters. Today I will be giving you a guided lesson with candle magic. Candle magic is a very basic and simplistic form of spells and magic, although do not confuse its simplicity for its potency. Now of course colour does matter, and in some instances I suppose you could say it doesn't. Now I'm going to put in the actual description of this video a few different colours and their associations, as well as their meanings, so you get a basic understanding of which colour you would like to choose for your own magic, and this will be a basic rundown. However, let's move on and go into the actual applicable practice itself, and allow me to guide you through this process. Since this is a basic form of candle magic, this can be done using any candle that you could buy from a store, for example. Or, of course, you can go into making your own one, anointing them with sacred oils, spell oils, or even putting in charged herbs, spell powders, etc. But let's stick to the main practice, shall we? Once your colour has been chosen, position this at an altar or on a flat surface. This is best placed somewhere at an eye level to you whilst you sit down in a meditative state. Begin by first lighting the candle. Once you have lit it, I want you to sit down, and I want you to close your eyes. Calm your nerves, calm your mind. Any thoughts or emotions not pertinent to this operation should be moved aside. If you're having difficulty to do this, then may I make a suggestion? Pause this video, because I want you to realize something. You have to begin to master the self before you can even make any alterations or start mastering your external reality. As within, so without, my friend. Anyway, let's move on. I want you to take about a few seconds, and I want you to just clear your mind. I want you to begin focusing on your breath. Just become aware of it. And I want you to envision above you a mass of light. See it and envision it as a cloud. See specks of divine cosmic essence that is drifting carelessly through the white light-filled cloud. And I want you to connect to that cloud above you, intuitively, emotionally, and just connect with it. Don't ask how, don't wonder which way, just connect with it. Don't ask questions, just connect with it. Be at one with it, and as you do, I want you to feel the essence slowly start to emanate from that cloud. This essence is stillness, peace, tranquility, balance, and calmness. Feel it descend upon you, its warm energy, and feel yourself being touched by it. Some who are really receptive have explained this as if they have returned to their own mother's womb. An overwhelming sense of peace. That's what we want to get into here. Not necessarily peace, but more stillness, calmness, balance. Take a slow, calm breath in, and I want you to envision that this cloud descends upon you, starting first at the crown of your head, filling your head with light. And as you breathe out, I want you to allow any discomfort, pain or negativity to be expelled from your being with a single exhalation. Feel that the actual mind, which was once maybe foggy, then becomes slightly clear as the light of the cloud illuminates the fog of confusion, clearing the labyrinths of your mind and your psyche. Once the mind and the muscles, the tissues, the nerves, and the very flesh of that area is eased, loosened up, warmed, and massaged by this divine essence, then inhale and visualize the cloud moving over your face, now covering the entirety of your head. And I want you to repeat the same process by breathing in, pulling that light in, and expelling anything that does not serve you, or anything that may hinder you. Pull in the light and the energy of the divine cloud. Allow it to relax you, to ease you, facilitating your peace, your stillness, bringing balance and tranquility. Allow yourself to relax and feel that this cloud descends lower and lower, slowly but surely relaxing you, entering into the state of the sublime, feeling muscles, bones, tendons, and every part of your being, your mind, your body, and your spirit slowly balancing. Once you start to relax, we can proceed. If you need to take a moment to keep doing this exercise a little longer, then pause the video. If not, then we can proceed. Open your eyes now and gaze at the flame of the candle before you. I want you to envision the light of that particular spectrum of color as astral energy. What do I mean by this? Well, for example, if you have before you a red candle, envision red light rousing from the candle. If it's a blue candle, envision blue light emanating from the candle. Essentially, you want to engage with the astral light of that spectrum and of that candle. Visualize the candle slowly taking on a shimmering hue, starting first at the wax. Allow yourself to close your eyes for a moment and allow your imaginative vision to zoom into the candle, seeing the candle itself, and allow your vision to penetrate the candle even deeper. Let's go down to the atoms of the candle itself. You can just see these as simple spheres if you wish, and see that these atoms themselves are even taking on the light and are being imbued by the color of this light spectrum, sharing its energy and its light with the other atoms of the candle. Allow your imaginative vision then to pull back, seeing not only this colored light being absorbed by atoms, but photons, electrons, quarks. If you can't imagine these entirely, then just know and see and visualize even the most microscopic and finite aspects of this candle slowly taking on this light, until eventually even the bacteria and the other particles also absorb the very same colored light, then spreading throughout the whole wax. Pulling your vision back, slowly see it glow like a piece of metal that would heat up. Once this astral light heats and glows the very candle wax, notice and see that the light before it and before you slowly then seeps into the actual wick, like a volcano, building from the core, increasing and working its way upwards. Focusing on your breathing still while doing this visualization, see that that colored light is spiraling and causing the wick to glow with the very same colored light. As the light travels through the entire wick, see that it becomes so intense that even the light of this force can no longer be contained within the material of the wick. And if this is a red candle, I want you to envision red sparks slowly emanating from the wick. It's a blue candle, envision blue tiny little embers and sparks coming from the wick. Any of the color that is associated to this. The sparks are representing that the power and energy of this candle is becoming so overwhelming it cannot be contained, until it finally bursts forth, and this light now becomes a part of the flame itself, until the flame is glowing with the same color of the energy. Focus on this. Meditate on the candle. Feel that the force is increasing within it. The power of the candle cannot be contained within the candle no longer. So, visualize the ray, the very same color of the energy emanating from the candle before you, and envision this ray, and envision it, and the wick, and the candle, and the whole spiritual force awakening before you. Now the wax, the wick, the flame, and every level and every fibre of that candle shall be emanating with this light of the chosen colour. I want you now to envision a colourless ray which emanates from the centre of your brow where the power eye is located, and I want you to envision this ray emanates before the candle flame before you. Breathe out slowly, and as you do, envision this ray connecting to the flame of the candle. And as you breathe in, gather your energy and allow the energy to be pushed through the translucent ray towards the flame, the wax, the wick, and the candle. The energy of the candle absorbs it and feeds on it. You can allow your vision to get lost in the movement of the candle flame too. Get lost in the dance of the fire. Allow it to draw you into its hypnotic state. As you breathe out again, feel that your very breath travels now through that translucent ray like a breathing tube, and that the candle itself begins breathing, taking on your breath. It consumes your breath, and the candle breathes in. And as you breathe out, as the candle breathes its magical breath out, it too travels back through the translucent ray, and it moves into your being. The candle begins to give you its breath. I want you to repeat this over and over and over. Share with the candle your breath and allow it to share its breath with you. Allow the candle to share its energy with you, and allow yourself to share your energy with it. You'll begin to feel a connection being formed between you and the candle, a tangible magnetism between you and that candle, a looping, a cycling, and a potent connection. As you're developing and strengthening the connection between you and the candle, simultaneously, still, I want you to turn inward and gather the desired vision of your goal within the inner screen of your mind. Don't just see it happening. Depending on the goal, I want you to gather an emotion associated to it. If it is love, you must feel genuine love glowing from you, let's say from your heart center. Real authentic love, the kind of love one may have for a partner, a child, their lover, their pet. Gather every type and fiber of this emotion within you, allowing it to intensify until you feel it and it becomes overwhelming. Or if you're just looking to do something else, would it excite you? Does it cause rage to stir within you? Whatever emotion it would stir, gather it within you. Allow it to accumulate and allow it to intensify. And as you do this, simultaneously still focus on the connection flowing between you and the candle. Once that is felt, visualize within your heart center, the place where emotions sit. Visualize that emotion. Visualize it as energy within your heart center. That light emanates, and inhale and pull that light up towards the third eye, combining and unifying the desired vision of what you want and the emotions required or connected to that vision, bringing both the vision and the emotion to a singular source of energy. Then through a deep exhalation, emanate this light through the translucent ray and into the candle. It will travel as a wave of light, and know that this wave of light carries your vision, your emotions, and it's funneled with your intention. Push through it your desire. Push the vision, the emotion, the intention, all that you want and need. You must exhaust it all on the back of this ray of the light. The gateway of the flame before you will collect the vision, the intention, the emotions, the desire, and your energy, and it will distill it through the entirety of the candle. You are charging the candle at this point. Wherever the goal is, push the vision of it into the candle. For example, if this is baneful, you would see your target suffering, and you would push hate, rage, spite, and all these other emotions. They need to be overwhelming, allow them to be intense, allow them to even trigger actual physiological and biological reactions within your body, such as teeth grinding, fist clenching, muscles contracting, depending on what the goal is. Now, focus on the vision of the goal, positive or negative. These are factors that need to be involved. Your intention, your desire, the vision, the emotion, and the energy. This current needs to be pushed, however, with true force, and that force is the union of your own magical power and your will. If your will is weak, your magic will also be weak. This goes for power too. Although a simple spell, you need to thrust your entirety of your being into it. You must keep doing this until the emotions that you may have associated with the goal is no longer left within you, until you can exhaust the desire within yourself for this thing to manifest. This is the most critical moment in the magical operation, to fully exhaust the desire, the intent, allowing any attachments that may plague you or connect you into this magical operation. You need to completely exhaust all of that. You need to exhaust yourself of all of this until you can enter that point of saying, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if it works. Fine. And if it doesn't, I don't know and I don't care, and that's fine too. Don't doubt yourself. You don't want to care if it's about to work. Don't allow these thoughts to pervade your mind. The amount of people that tell me they did a spell and are desperate, or they think about the situation, that tells me that they didn't exhaust the emotions or the desire into the spell. So like I said earlier, the magician must master their own emotion, the internal self, through discipline, through compartmentalizing. Once you've exhausted all of the intention, the desire, the emotion, and the vision into the candle, I want you to hold your right hand outwards, towards the candle, palms out facing it. Seeing now that the candle is shining brighter than ever, the most vibrant possible alive shade of the candle color that you have chosen. It's as if the candle breathes, as if it's become alive, as if it's an actual spirit before you. It's alive and it is waiting for a command. It has taken on all of the emotions required, all of the energy, the intention, the desire. It's so alive, it's like a spirit awaiting the command of the evocator. At this moment, remember who you are. You are the master of your own reality, the microcosmic emanation of a macrocosm, a god or a living goddess within the flesh, and you need to conjure that power from the depths of your being. Push that power, push your energy through your hands, push your undying will of the divine that lurks within you, through you, as an invisible yet unfathomable wave of power, and allow this to not only echo into the candle, but allow it to echo beyond the ritual area, beyond the confines of your environment. And I want you to say these words, but before we say these words, close your eyes, inhale deeply, and then hold the breath for a few seconds. And as you hold this breath, I want you to gather and accumulate your own will, your own energy, your own power within your throat, in the throat chakra. And this is about to charge your very words with the power of the inner divine, the inner God within you, making your words not the words of a man or a woman, but the words of an actual God. And now speak. Speak these words. Lamp of magic, creature of fire, spirit of flame, spawn of my sorcery, I call upon the powers here present to, and then speak your intention out loud. Once you have spoke your intention, now finish off by saying the following. I fuel the flame before me with the timber of my desire, with the power and will that lurks within me, and by the powers that be, may the desire I require come to me. So it is done. And with that simple statement, you have sealed and binded what you have asked for into the candle, into the spell, and eventually into reality. If at this moment one still has any residual want, need, doubt, worry, whatever it is, meditate. Push these things into the flame before you, because the flame will actually transmute all that comes its way. For those who are very receptive, what is actually happening in this moment is the candle is trying to contain all that is being infused into it. However, there are limitless waves that will reach out through all of reality, through these blasts that will emanate from the candle. They will adjust all of the realms, the astral double of the earth itself, and it will shift reality in accordance with the goal at hand, having a domino effect on this mundane physical world, through which the magic will then take full root in all the avenues possible and available in your life. The next few days after the ritual or spell, if you start dwelling or lusting after any results, then this means that you have much more internal work to do. And that means you should stop your spells, stop your rituals, and just learn some self-control, meditation, and compartmentalization. And that is the end of the spell. And it is simple as that. I would suggest leaving the candle burn maybe, but however, do not leave a candle unattended. If you have to, extinguish the candle and relight it, maybe meditate on it afterwards. Once done, if you so choose, I would recommend burying the actual wax itself. Literally burying the seed of your desire and your intention into the earth, where the fruits of your desire will then grow from the Mother Earth. And this was a simple, yet effective, and yet basic form of candle magic. Don't forget to hit us with a like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want more guided actual meditations or spells in this manner, or more of an advanced form of magic, then comment that down below. Any recommendations on topics you would like to see in the future, you can also comment down below. Infernal blessings. Goodbye for now.